Hello everyone, I am Dr. Santosh Chajed, M.Pharm PhD Pharmaceutical Sciences. In this video, Mr. Amol Bhagat, who is a scientist having 15 years of experience in pharmaceutical industry, he is going to elaborate how learning of organic chemistry is important for the student to survive in pharmaceutical industry.
Hello everyone, my name is Amol Bhagat and I have completed my Masters in Pharmaceutical Sciences and I had been working in pharmaceutical industry in formulation development department since last 14 years. So I had been working with the renowned pharmaceutical industries in India, and today I'm going to talk about the applications of chemistry in pharmaceutical industry. So roughly we can categorize the all the applications of chemistry in pharmaceutical and allied industries actually into two parts, that is analytical chemistry and organic chemistry. So there are other chemistries like computational chemistries and some other divisions of chemistry, but I am not going to talk about those aspects. I'm going to talk only about the analytical and organic chemistry, which is the basis of pharmaceutical and the allied industries. So let's start with the analytical chemistry. So analytical chemistry itself, it indicates that it is the chemistry regarding the analysis of something. So analysis of something would be analysis of the active pharmaceutical ingredient or analysis of any other excipient, or analysis of the finished product that we manufacture. So finished product, with which I mean the tablets or solutions or emulsions or any other dosage form for that matter. So this testing is performed by using different techniques like HPLC, that is high performance liquid chromatography, gas chromatography, or UV, or any other allied techniques. So you can consider that this is the backbone of pharmaceutical industry, because whatever you manufacture, you have to test it in the quality control department. And whenever you are working in the research and development department, so there you have to develop the methods and then validate those methods and ensure that those methods will be consistently testing your product accurately. And it is all about the validation according to the ICH guidelines. So these analytical methods are also used for the characterization. So characterization, with which we mean that understanding the structure of the molecule, or understanding the properties of the material, or understanding the structures of the proteins. So this basically, the characterization is basically used in the development, so research and development setup, wherein you have very sophisticated techniques like NMR and mass, and different detectors of different types of mass, that is ESI, MSMS, etc. You have LC-NMR, circulatory dichoism. So there are so many other techniques with which the characterization is done. So this characterization is done basically to understand how the physical and chemical characteristics of a particular compound, or the dosage form which is under development. So basically the characterization is moreover inclined towards application in the research and development department. So nowadays the protein characterization is taking a lot of traction. It is attracting a lot of attention of the pharmaceutical industries, wherein the characterization of the protein compounds, protein molecules, and developing its formulation is taken up by so many pharmaceutical industries. So analytical chemistry, two major applications: one is testing and other is characterization. So I hope these things are clear. And one more point I would like to mention here regarding the data which is getting generated. So whenever you will be testing or you are characterizing any molecule or any product, or whatever. So there you will be generating some analytical data, some analytical calculations, and the most important part or the major challenge in the pharmaceutical industry or any allied industry for that matter is the data integrity. So this data integrity also has uh, uh, very much importance, because it will ensure that the data which is getting generated or the testing which is getting which was performed is based on the validated methods, and there is no any shortfall of the data which would in a way challenge the analysis which was performed. So to summarize, analytical chemistry involves testing and characterization, and on top of it, the data integrity is very much important here. Now coming to organic chemistry. So as you must be knowing that organic chemistry is the chemistry regarding the regarding the development of synthetic pathways, and then manufacturing certain molecules. So in organic chemistry as well, uh, there are two divisions, which is synthesis and characterization. So characterization is common in analytical chemistry as well as organic chemistry, or only the applications, the set of applications are little different. So organic chemistry involves basically employed in the manufacture of the API, or designing the pathways, the synthetic pathways for API, manufacturing of the APIs or manufacturing of the excipients. So after manufacturing of these excipients or APIs, they need to characterize this to evaluate that whether the manufactured compound is actually what we intend to manufacture or not. So there also you have a application of testing, and so whatever you manufacture or synthesize must be tested, and there also the analytical chemistry application comes into picture. So organic chemistry mainly is used in the API industry, the raw material industry, or the excipient manufacturing industry, and there are some other allied industries where the organic chemistry is also used. So these companies are like paint industries or some varnishes industries, or any other industries which are actually dealing in the manufacture of chemicals. So nowadays the importance of organic chemistry is moreover in the manufacturing of the specialty chemicals or specialty pharmaceutical chemicals, and these are the this is also one of the most important application in the pharmaceutical industry. So medicinal chemistry is actually we can consider that as a branch of organic chemistry, or I would rather say that medicinal chemistry has more importance towards the towards the using the synthetic pathway to actually develop and manufacture the pharmaceutical ingredients, so active pharmaceutical ingredients. So that you know, these compounds are generally called as a small molecules. So development of small molecules in the pharmaceutical industry is what is the application is the major application of organic chemistry in the pharmaceutical industry. So basically nowadays the development of a molecule using the using the organic chemistry and medicinal chemistry is a very lengthy process, and it involves a lot of investments as well. So basically this application is not very famous in pharma industry. However, the other applications of organic chemistry like the synthesis of API, synthesis of excipient, synthesis of impurities, because sometimes you need specific impurities to be tested in the drug product or drug substance. So manufacturing and characterization of this chemical compounds for pharmaceutical industry is the major application of organic chemistry in pharmaceutical industry. So this is all about the applications of chemistry in pharmaceutical industry, and this is a very short, or you can say a very basic applications of chemistry in the pharmaceutical industry. However, there are so many different branches and sub branches, or different types of different aspects of chemistry which can be applied in the modern pharmaceutical and allied industries. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.